looking at Wednesday, September 12th. I'm still dying, but I gotta try and get a little bit more done. So let's see what I can get done today. I know we need to get some 12-volt wires pulled to the through that harness, so we're gonna try and do that. But yeah, let's try and do that. Try and get some stuff done. Alright, so I needed to get two power wires through. So I had these two that I'm reusing from what was previously ran for power wires. And then I basically just tied a knot to these grounds because they needed to get pulled through the harness. So I just tied them to that and pulled them through, and voila, that worked. So now let's just get that untied, and then probably hook those up and see if we have to extend the wires. So let's do that. Alright, so we got the grounds hooked up and everything, except for, well, this is the ground wire, so I still got to put an eyelet on it, figure out where I want to mount it. I'm thinking I could mount it to like here, or I could mount it on this bolt, or put a nut on here, mount it there. I'm not sure where the most ideal place is for having that onto there. So, or I could do over there. Just a matter of figuring it out. What I'm going to do is probably, I just unplugged all the spark plug wires, so that way I could unplug or move this wire to the side. And now I'm probably just going to tape these two together and then put the loom back on. And then, yeah, we'll be pretty much done. I'm probably going to keep, from what it sounds like, Paul's saying ALED is what he used for boost controller. So I'll probably keep that one out, and then I will keep the flex fuel sensor one out as well. So that way when I do those, they're already in the engine bay here. So yeah. But other than that, let's pull all these other ones through, so that way we ain't got all these wires just chilling in the engine bay. And yeah, then we're done in the engine bay, and then we can move to the inside, I do believe. The only other thing that I know we'll have to do in the engine bay is I need to figure out the alternator. So I need to figure out the alternator wire, or actually, so I'll probably leave these wires out until I know what I need to do for the alternator wiring, because I'm probably going to have to pull some wires through for the alternator. I do believe we need to put like 12 volts to it. And then I also need to put one on like a light bulb, like we had to do with Paul's. And then one's probably like a ground maybe or something. But yeah, so let's keep going. Alright, if you look way down there, that one wire right there, that's the alternator. Turns out there was only one wire on the alternator, and it just needs 12 volt switch. So that's freaking easy enough. Easier than Paul's was. So yeah, alternator's hooked up. Everything else is hooked up except for the crank positioning sensor. That still needs to get the need to solder this bitch in. And then we also need to get this ground hooked up. But we got this disaster in here. I'm thinking what I'll probably do is I'll pull through the wires I'm not going to need now. And then, yeah, let's get this stuff pulled through. And actually, we might, yeah, we'll get all these pulled through. Trying to decide whether I want to pull them all through or not. But yeah, let's get these through. Alright, so I cleaned up. Got everything I'm not going to be using now, right as of right now. It's all spooled up. I got the ground for the microsquirt. It's grounded, self-tapped right into the chassis. And then we got the boot load right here. I just cut it short. I'm probably going to cap it off. You only need it like once, I believe. And then I also got the data cable, or whatever you want to call it, the OBD2 setup, or whatever you want to call it. The thing that sends its data. Got that hooked up. Ran over to here, and then it goes to an adapter that goes to a USB. And then, but yeah, there's O2, 12 volts, a fuel pump, and something else. But just gotta get that hooked up, and then we gotta get those 12 volt powers hooked up as well to the back. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to extend a couple of them, but yeah, that's where we're at. That's probably where I'm gonna stop for today. I'll probably continue it into another video. If I don't, well, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one, or in the next clip. I'd do this real quick, so we're gonna knock this out real quick. We're gonna get this guy to cross this wire to that wire. So let's do that. Alright, we're halfway there. So yeah, let's keep going. Alright, there it is. Now I'll just put some shrink tubing over the whole thing to ensure that those wires are not exposed right there. So yeah, looks pretty good. And then that's done. Then all we gotta do is just splice it into the oh, what the hell is that? VR1, and we just gotta splice it into the VR1. Alright, that's that. Alright, there it is, all done. And that will be the end of this one, guys. So this is how you do the crank sensor, and then you hook it up to the VR1 and we're good to go. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.